Hey everybody, how's it going? We're ready to continue with more Diablo 2. We have to head into the palace now.
Welcome to the palace.
Thank you, Kalon. Let's head on in. As Jerhyn said, he let the Harem guild stay here in the palace, only for demons to start pouring up out of the cellar. So now all his guards and all the girls have been slaughtered by demons. So let's go find these demons and clear them out. Start with some horror archers. Blunderboars, these are big demons. They're not too tough though. They're not able to withstand my fireballs. Staff. It's got telekinesis and inferno on it. Yeah, I went back and sold that staff, and then we'll head back down into the palace. Teleport right into some enemies for no reason, because I want to fireball them. What's up here? Health Shrine. Quest is, of course, still find the Arcane Sanctuary within the palace, which is where these demons are supposedly coming from. So we'll head into the palace cellar. It's in here. There we go. My fireballs don't get them. The Horus will get him with that scythe I gave him back in the Claw Viper Temple. There we go. And amusingly, the cellar always has the same kind of layout, with two stairways going into the different areas. Jewel here. Yeah, jewels are items you can place into his sockets, and they'll have random magical effects on them. Pretty much like any other unidentified item. Most jewels I find, though, are pretty worthless. There we go. Looks like my Horus could use a heal. I'll give him one of the healing potions that dropped. I'll take one for myself, too. Luckily, I don't have to worry about the maze, because I got teleport now. We found the waypoint in the cellar. Find out what this jewel is real fast.
Greetings.
Hello.
12 to stamina. That's not helpful. Yeah, I can just go through here, search the guard. There's a sacred globe on the guard with one to telekinesis on it. Alright, down to the second floor, which is right next to the waypoint. Let's see, they got guards strung up in the area. I believe there's 3 floors to the palace cellar, and then you find the sealed gate. Alright, some items in here. Grab that light healing potion, use it on myself. Oh boy. Come on. Thanks. There we go. a rejuvenation potion to keep Liharas alive here. Just kind of fumbling with the keyboard there a bit. I have very stiff fingers. Just teleport in there. Gain level. I need more points in strength so I can wear my new belt. And finally, since I have all the prerequisite points, I can put a point into enchant. Enchant will make a weapon, or a targeted character or minion will add fire damage to their weapon. Now obviously fire damage isn't too useful to me. I put a teleport there. Let's see. But I can cast it on Liharas, and you'll see he'll gain some fire damage. If I look at his stats, you'll see it goes up a bit. How long does it last? 216 seconds. That's not too bad. Alright, here's the stairs to the 3rd floor of the cellar. All those points in warmth will also benefit the enchant effect I can put on Liharas. If you look closely, you can probably tell Cousina's staff is also turned red. This is to indicate that you've used enchant. What's funny is some weapons can come with fire enchantments or rubies and such in them, which also give fire damage, which also turn your weapon red. Let's see, faster cast rate and attack rating. I think mine has faster cast rating and resistances, so mine's still better than this amulet. Let's have a few more of these guys. Full helmet dropped. More keys, I'll take them. I probably could have opened the door using telekinesis. Yeah, I've got telekinesis set to F4. That's the other stairway, so where's the portal? I hit the blunderboard with telekinesis. Doesn't do a lot of damage. In Raid of Terror, telekinesis is actually replaced with a different skill that knocks an enemy down, and then has you basically tether them with lightning and do lightning damage to them over time. There's a wolf head. We've got 12 keys again. I think we're stuck behind this thing. I'll teleport us out. There we go. I think I found a portal. It's guarded by a unique raider. Or unique invader enemy.
Thanks.
I'm gonna give that healing potion to Liharas while he fights Fire Eye, who is extra fast and fire enchanted. Well, I also fire enchanted Liharas' staff, so alright, we'll drink this. I found a set belt. Let's go find out what it is. Alright, this belt is the Arctic Binding, which gives 30 defense and 40% to cold resistance. It's a real good set if you need a cold resistance, but I've got the Leaf Staff, which gives me 33 to my cold resist, which brings it up to 71, which is already near the maximum it can be. So we'll get rid of the Arctic Binding. The amulet sells good too. Alright, back in the palace, and you can see on the map there's a fun glitch. Sometimes when you open a door, it'll open, but the door doesn't disappear, and then you can open it again. It's like that Looney Tunes thing where you open the door and there's another door on the other side. Yeah, we found the portal. This must be where the demons are coming from. Let's step through.
This place actually distorts reality. Fascinating.
Our quest is updated to find Horazon's journal. Grab the Arcane Sanctuary waypoint while we're here. And there's 4 paths to choose. Let's start with the top right. On second thought, let's not start with the top right. The teleporting area is the most annoying one, but it can be in any of the 4 random directions. So we'll go this way. I'll be in charge of teleporting. Some ghoul lords. They're upgrade of the banished type vampires. It's also, I think, the blood clan of goat men down here. Need that ghost to come over here. Lehara's killed it. Unfortunately, it was floating over that abyss, so it didn't drop anything. Which is why I wanted to kill it away from the abyss. Oh well. Here, even though you killed that ghost, I'm gonna go ahead and use that on Lehara's again. Enchant. There we go. I can just teleport past the twisting parts. Ghosts dropped me a scroll of town portal. Dropping a few of those around here. And that firewall is what a spell the ghoul lords use. You just gotta watch out for their firewalls. Like I said, these vampires will usually have fire spells very similar to the ones I get. There we go. Okay, these are Hell Clan. 4 to maximum damage and 6 to lightning resistance. That's not too useful to me. I think I'll use a rejuvenation potion, actually. Got so many of them, I might as well. Looks like I picked the right direction. There's somebody over there. I've received a quest called Kill the Summoner. I'm actually going to head back to town real quick and talk to some people.
Stay a while and listen.
Let's start with Cain. Let's ask him about this summoner.
The appearance of the mage you describe sounds like one I met back in Tristram. Many Vizjerei came to fight against Diablo, the Lord of Terror. Perhaps this is one of them. You know, fate seems to have frowned upon all of the heroes who confronted that terrible evil. Take care, or the same may happen to you.
So Cain says that this summoner is actually not Horazon, but in fact someone he met back in Tristram, a sorcerer. Drognan's a wizard. Maybe he knows who Cain's talking about.
Yes, the man you speak of sounds like the mage who came here many months ago. He claimed to have fought Diablo in the passages beneath Tristram. No doubt the fool wandered into Horazon Sanctuary and lost whatever was left of his ravaged mind. He is beyond salvation. It is possible that the fool has been possessed by the spirit of Horazon. If that's true, then you'd better put an end to his tortured existence. Once done, I believe the demons who were summoned and imprisoned within the sanctuary will cease to exist as well.
Alright, so Drognan is confirming that they've actually met this summoner guy before. Well, it turns out he was the sorcerer that you can play as in the original Diablo.
Good evening.
This is the fate that befell him at the end of Diablo.
The man you describe is probably not Horazon. He sounds like the very mage who came around here a while ago. He was very curious about this palace, and seemed especially interested in the seal on the passageway in the cellar. He left shortly after that. I wonder how he got down there. The seal was never broken. That mage spoke a great deal to Drognan. Why don't you ask him about it?
Well, I already talked to Drognan, but yeah, that's the confirmation that this is actually the sorcerer from Diablo 1 who you run into having been corrupted while in the Arcane Sanctuary. So yeah, now we know what happened to all three of the Diablo 1 heroes. The rogue became Blood Raven and started raising her own sisters from the graveyard as zombies. Hey, Haris, why aren't you at full health? Weird. And the sorcerer becomes this summoner guy, and now we have to take him out. And of course, we already know what happened to Dark Wandoror. A couple of fireballs will put this guy down for the count.
That couldn't have been Horazon. Poor wretch.
And I get a quest thing. Return to town for more info. I'll do that in a moment. He dropped a bunch of stuff. I'm going to take those helmets and the scroll of identify. Okay. Alright, let's see what Kane has to say about this.
I hope that this false summoner found peace in death. Unfortunately, it is more likely that he will be dragged down into hell by the demons he was bound to. Let this be a lesson to you. Demonic magic is a quick path, but its powers are seductive and deadly.
I'll keep that in mind. No forbidden magic for Cousina. Only what's available on the skill tree and in tomes like the Tome of Town Portal. That completes the summoner. I guess just killing the Diablo 1 sorcerer was enough for that.
To you.
1 to energy on the helmet. The horned helmet I can't use and had no barbarian skills. Not too helpful, but let's return to the Arcane Sanctuary. And here's Horazon's journal, which was our original quest here.
Seekers of the tomb of Tal Rasha will find it through the portal, but know that the glowing glyphs recorded here in my Arcane Sanctuary are the signs of the 6 false tombs. The missing 7th sign marks the tomb of Tal Rasha. Of the Horadrim, he might be called the Foremost. It was a shining but brief moment for the mage clans when they set aside their differences and worked together against the common enemy. The Horadrim relentlessly pursued the 3 across the desolate empires of the east and even into the uncharted lands of the west, leaving the Archangel Tyrael's hands unblemished. Presuming the 3 to be vanquished, the Horadrim's unstable fellowship began to dissipate. Abandoning their sacred charge to safeguard the 3 soul stones, the disparate mage clans began to squabble amongst each other over petty differences. Their conflicts not only dissolved their brotherhood, but strengthened the evils which they had buried beneath the cold earth.
Yeah, that sounds like the mage clans Cousina knows. There are actually some mage clans, according to Drognan, that think Cousina herself shouldn't be allowed to practice magic openly just because she's a woman. Well, let's see. He said the symbols here are the signs of the false tombs of Tal Rasha. Arcane Sanctuary is complete. All that's left is complete the Horadric Staff and the 7 tombs. And we see the true symbol of Tal Rasha, which is this... kind of looks like a boost pad from a racing game turned upside down and with a little arrow in the top of it. So we'll keep that in mind as we head through into the Canyon of the Magi. Here's the waypoint for it. And you can return to town.
You must move quickly now, friend, for Diablo is undoubtedly close to finding what he seeks. Find the tomb of Tal Rasha before he frees the Lord of Destruction.
Alright, so all that's left now to do is to find the correct tomb of Tal Rasha, which will be in the Canyon of the Magi. So let's head there. And we'll look around this canyon. Get attacked by a bunch of crushers that we just fireball. Dropping all kinds of fancy things. One to Glacial Spike, that should sell good. Glacial Spike is essentially the frost version of Fireball. You shoot a big ice spike that will explode on target and freeze any enemies it hits. And again, since frozen enemies shatter when killed, they don't leave behind a corpse, meaning you can prevent enemies from being revived. What's funny is that there's an extremely rare stat on items, usually created through rune words or unique items, that give the slain monsters rest in peace effect. That triangle, isn't it? Which also prevents them from being revived, but you can just shatter the bodies. Alright, this one's the true tomb of Tal Rasha right here. That's the one we're going to be going into. But before that, let's clear out this canyon. Here's another one with a false symbol on it. There's a corpse of a dead guard here. I'm not sure how he got out this far without taking the portal of the Arcane Sanctuary. Short spear dropped. A rare short spear came out of there.
I am overburdened.
I'm also going to grab this breastplate, because it might be good for Liharis. Ooh, a chainmail. That might be even better. Well, this doesn't have as much armor as the scale mail I gave him, but it gives him fire resistance. And the same attacker takes damage of 1.
I'll put that to good use.
I'll let him switch to that. The chainmail gives +4 to life. That's not as good. One other thing I'll probably mention is that the true tomb of Tal Rasha is the biggest of all the tombs. The other ones are really small ones that have gold chests in them, though there is a particularly large false tomb that inside you find a unique greater mummy boss called Ancient Ka the Soulless. I probably won't be going after him, since I'm already kind of wasting time in this part, going around the Canyon of the Magi, just looking for chests and blowing up enemies with Fireball, because in the next part we're going to go into the Tomb of Tal Rasha and finish up Act 2, but I'll need to bring the Horadric's staff with me, since I'm going to need it to enter the final area. For the time being, we're going to clear out the canyon and kill what enemies are here, since they're not that tough. But they'll be worth XP. Superior crystal sword with 3 sockets. They sure like giving me 3-socketed swords. There's a well right here I can use to replenish mana. And the well also cures Liharis of poison. If I get poisoned, I can use the well to cure myself as well. To bring down. Find another key. 36 to attack rating. Also that name. Who makes a jewel out of tin? What's funny about the Arcane Sanctuary is I found the Summoner on my very first trip through it. That's funny because there's always a 1 in 4 chance that you'll find the Summoner on the path you go down, but I always get lucky and find him the first time. I don't know how. I was wondering if it happened in this playthrough, and to my surprise, it did. There. Grand Charm. This any good? Another Charm of Strength. They sure like handing these to me. But again, I'll just level up and raise my strength myself. Then I can wear the new belt. I think at my next level up, I'll be able to wear it. But yeah, we've cleared out the Canyon of the Magi. We beat the Summoner.
Good to see you.
We got everything done and we were going to do in this part. So in the next part, we're going to head into the Tomb of Tal Rasha and see what we can do about stopping him from escaping and probably deal with Diablo and as well. So again, thanks for watching and I'll see you for the next video.